Are we live? Are we live? God only knows whether or not we are live because God only knows whether or not we are live because Streamlabs OBS has decided to not be sending out my streams. Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? We will see if we are live after after I go back, after I get back to the studio from doing some things out here in the field. All right, well, let's try to go through and talk about what we did not talk about earlier in the stream that Streamlabs decided to just throw the fuck away to the wayside. Um, so let's try to go back and repeat and rehash what I said earlier that you guys did not catch. As of the recording of this video, I last time I checked a few hours ago, we were over 22,000. We had popped over 22. We went down about 21.5, and then we have popped back up above 22,000 when I had last looked at the Bitcoin chart. Now, the big boy Bitcoin is obviously doing this thing, and obviously everybody and their mama. Everybody, their mama, their cousin, their uncle, their brother is suddenly going to be a, a Bitcoin expert and a cryptocurrency expert. First and foremost, be mindful of who you listen to in regards to this crypto stuff, because it's a new market, it's a baby, it's very tech heavy. And honestly, there's really only a few people who actually know what the hell they're talking about. And there's even fewer that know what they're talking about and are actually providing good, solid information. A lot of people know what they're talking about, have six-figure followings, and their claim to fame is shilling coins on their followers. I mean, they're pumping dumpers. But, if it's your favorite YouTuber, then, and if you've made a little bit of money off of the coins that they've talked about, then you might not see them as a pump and dumper, but, but hey, it is what it is. So, number one, be mindful of who you listen to. Watch people's content. If they all of a sudden, if they all of a sudden I've been talking about WAP and gossip uh, and all of this other stuff that ain't got nothing to do with, they ain't got nothing to do with the cryptocurrency space and blockchain technology. You might want to take it with a grain of salt. And truth be told, with all of these people out here online, take them with a grain of salt. All of us, me included, especially me included, because I'm not the guy who's actually trying to push some BS out here on the public. One of the things that my point of what I'm trying to do and what I like to do with the content that I put out is balance the conversation. even with the network that I'm building of the content that I'm producing of other shows, balancing the conversation. And some people don't want the conversation to be balanced. I get that. But the conversation needs to be balanced. And there's a segment of people who just don't want all of the extra bullshit that's floating around out here and just want something real and want to deal with real things. The reality is with in regards to Bitcoin right now and in the cryptocurrency space is it's growing. It's growing. It is in its infantile stage, and people are starting to have an aha moment. One of the things that you didn't see in the live stream that I did was a list of the publicly traded companies that own Bitcoin. And there was a good little list that you would have been really, really happy to see. It was from a site, cryptotips.com. And they had a list of all of the companies and their investments. Now, interesting thing, out of the companies on the list, only two of the companies at the time of the printing, which everybody's in profit in Bitcoin now, but at the time that they had the list, two companies out of the 13, 14 that were up there, two, two companies were had lost money in Bitcoin, in their Bitcoin investment. One had spent a few million and they were down 9,000. Another had spent 1.5 and they were down 3,000, which they're obviously up now. But at the time they were down 3,000 and the other was down 9,000. But here's the rub. The rest of the companies overall were way up, way up, way, way up. So I say all of that to say this. Institutional money is already buying it up. And you want to follow the smart money, and the smart money has invested, well, let's just say a portion of what we can consider smart money has invested about 700 billion. I mean, no. 700, I had to look at it. They've invested about, no, that's right, 700 billion. I got my numbers off. Their investment has doubled. How about that? Because I had to go back and pull up the chart. I'm not looking at the chart, and obviously I'm riding, so I don't want to misquote the numbers on the fly. Although this is too rich to miss unscripted, and the unscripted is literally that. We are unscripted. But my point, the smart money. What time is it? The smart money that has been investing in Bitcoin, publicly traded companies, look them up on the internet. What they invested has doubled. So, and I can say the same thing for my investment in Bitcoin as well. So, I'm not trying to convince you. I'm not trying to tell you to get on board this train. I'm not trying to have any debates with anybody about the viability of and the growth potential of the space. Now I am in agreement with I was briefly catching the gentleman of crypto. Shout out to Bitcoin Zay and King Bless, and they had Crypto Blood on the channel when they were doing their video, as my video from Stream Labs OBS, as they just decided to just not post mine. I was watching. I got a chance to catch theirs, and as I was catching theirs. Crypto Blood was talking about we'll probably go at about 25 grand and before we get a pullback. And I tend to agree, but once again, you got to realize that when I'm talking about cryptocurrencies and and the things that I hold, I have a multi-year time horizon. So, I have a short time horizon for some holdings and I have a longer time horizon for other holdings. So I have a different plan. So honestly, at shit, if Bitcoin dropped back down to 15,000 right now, I would be overjoyed because I'm gonna go through and buy some more, and it gives me the opportunity to really increase my Bitcoin holdings that I'm trying to increase, and the altcoins are about to go insane. But here's the thing that I want to leave you with right now in this short live, and hopefully, Streamlabs will post this live. If not, when I get back to the house and I cancel Streamlabs OBS, I'll go on StreamYard and we'll talk about some of this stuff again when I go through and post today's video for crypto news and all of this other stuff. But here's the thing that we want to talk about right now, and here's what I want to leave you with. Be mindful of people who suddenly just come up and start talking about this stuff. I've been talking about crypto on my channel, shit, for months now. I've been talking about crypto and into space for years. I haven't been in as long as some other people have been in, but I've been in here. I've been in this space, hard in this space, and putting money in this space and putting my time in this space, since 18, since 2018, um, you know, and I didn't, I mean, and I took some L's initially messing around with mining, but I got off of mining, got into investing, and it's been on ever since. DCA is the way. Never forget. Don't FOMO and be mindful of who you listen to. I am the hottest voice in cryptocurrency, Mr. Too Rich. Be sure to follow, like, share, subscribe to richtomiss.com or go and check me out on southernurbanvoice.com. Hopefully this video will get out there. If not, it don't matter. We going off to the next one. StreamYard is where we'll be posting from and streaming live from later on today. The hottest voice in cryptocurrency. Peace.